Hello my friends, welcome to a new video. The next review has been one I have anticipated for some time. The Playseat Revolution of the Dutch manufacturer does not appear much on the secondary market. It was released in succession of the Playseat Evolution and resembles in a lot of aspects to its older brother. Both fall in the entry level category. For the rest of the review, there will be a lot of reference to the older system due to the likeness of the chairs. As usual, starting off with the configuration, the pedal base can be tilted up and down, as usual. It is however very small, both in width and length, and it will be very hard to attach any type of 3-pedal base. The configuration of the steering wheel and distance of pedals are both done on the fly. The chair is very easily configurable. I can just do the configuration when I'm seated here without any problem. The area between the seat and the pedals can be adjusted for about 40 centimeters, which is very generous. Resetting the chair is as easy as unlocking the clamp, pushing your feet until you have the correct length and lock the clamp into place. Very simple, very effective. The wheelbase holder is the same principle. Simply unlock the hinge, push the steering wheel up or down and relock it. In the end, I did find a suitable seating position, but I do have a feeling the steering wheel does come too low for me. This is a side effect of the different attachments of the wheelbase holder. They do have this strange plastic plateau on the wheelbase holder, which I think is to make it thicker and more suitable for the likes of Logitech G29 to clamp it with the claws onto the wheelbase holder. In all, a very satisfying configuration. The pedal holder base could have been bigger, but I would give it a 4 out of 5 for configuration, and this especially because of the super easy to use on the fly part. When we get to the building quality, there are two halves. The metal used for the connection between the pedal base and the seat is an ellipse and doesn't seem to deform. The bar holding up the seat is a very interesting triangular form, which works very well with the locking mechanism to keep the wheelbase into place. Until now, I am very impressed with it. The seat is, relatively comfortable. I don't think they changed a lot on this seat in regards to the Playseat Evolution. It still feels the same. It's not overly comfortable, but it's not like, okay, I want to get out of here as fast as possible. The material varies from edition to edition, with the one I tested in a very maintenance-friendly and premium-looking Alcantara. The standard model is made out of a plasticky leather. The seat is basic and looks good. And then the other half. The pedals, they can handle a relative amount of stress on them, but of course the plate that they use for the Playseats is not that thick, and it tends to have a lot of flex on the upper part if you push the pedals down. Unfortunately, it's not the only problem with the seat. The wheelbase holder is configurable on the fly, which is very good. And they have also implemented sort of a locking system, which works pretty well. But the wheelbase holder is also only attached with one bar. Talking about the stability of the steering wheel, you see there is flex on it, which is normal. But I do think that it gives about the same flex as the old system did. And last but not least, an issue that plagued the older Playseat Evolution 2, it still squeaks. Like the Evolution, this one also deserves a 3 out of 5 for build quality. Not bad, but the features is something interesting, and also an explanation where the name Revolution comes from. So my key problem with the Playseat Evolution was that the bar just goes straight down, blocks the access to the brake pedal. And with this seat, I thought it would be fixed. And indeed, if you look at the configuration now, it's much better. Now, I must say that when I first looked at the chair, the position of where the wheelbase would be fixed on the chair and the position of my legs and pelvis did bring up some weird images in my head, but it works. Absolutely. Does it work hard enough to be called a revolution? No. The name should have been Evolution 2. You will still have a bar between your legs, and this makes getting in the rig a bit less comfortable and still has massive amount of flex. Okay, the locking mechanisms for the on-the-fly configuration is very smart, but still, I don't feel the revolution part. In the end, you do get an easy to configure chair, and it does fold in and takes a small amount of space, even deployed, that can be used by everyone in the family with much ease and is compatible with a lightweight force feedback wheel. One last thing to mention is the absence of feet to stabilize the rig, again apart from the pedal base, which does have 2 little feet. I did put it on a carpet this time and it didn't give me the same issues I had with the Evolution, but I still would like to see some feet included standard. I can give it a 3.5 out of 5 for features. For options, there is no change with this and the Evolution. Playseat's webshop is filled with options to add seat gliders, handbrake holders, display holders, everything is there. Overpriced, like with almost every manufacturer, 4 out of 5. Now, when I looked at the prices at the official Playseat store, €399, but priced down to €349. Too steep, even with the price down. Mind you, the Evolution Standard, so without theme or special fabric, costs €349 and is priced down at €299. I can only give 2.5 out of 5 for price. This is certainly an upgrade from the Playseat Evolution, and as I said before, you get an easy to use racing cockpit for the family. The chair has its merits, of course, but still it cannot compete with Playseat's own challenge. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you got something from this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to take a look at creativity if you are in need of a laugh.